questions, both on and off lines, and I read between the lines. Why do I need a career coach when there's so much information online? Why pay someone? So today I want to tell you what it's like to work with a career coach, why it's imperative to your career success. And I want to share with you the process I use to guide professionals in conquering the next step in their career. Oh my goodness, Vennessa, you challenged who I was and why I was doing what I was doing. I admittedly fell into my first role right out of college and just stuck with it over the years because that's what I knew how to do. I was afraid to try anything else, even though I knew I should. You really opened my eyes to who I was supposed to be in this world, and you helped me integrate my passions into my job. Guys, that is a response from one of my clients after he worked with me one-to-one for 4 months, and I asked him, I said, hey, what was it like to work with me? He continued on to say that he thought at times I was being harsh and unreasonable. I mean, I'm German and Italian, right? But when in reality, he said he was just being impatient and wanted out of what he thought was a toxic environment, not fixing himself. Guys, this is what career coaches do. We aren't here to be your best friends, just like parents. We are here to see the bigger picture and get you out of your little bubble into who you were meant to be. Many of you just fell into your role, just like this client did. And the role may be very exciting at first and have wonderful benefits and all these growth opportunities. But when things get tough, new management comes in, you get laid off, you think, I just need to go find another job. Where actually, if you don't work on aligning yourself with the right job and playing out your specific personality, gifts, and talents, you're just going to be going through that same hamster cycle, okay? A career coach's job is to ensure that you know who you are and follow the steps needed to land that next role or level up in a current company. If you have to keep coming back to me in the job search process, like updating your resume, your LinkedIn, your personal brand, etc., then I didn't do my job. And with any other coach, they didn't do their job either, okay? As a career coach, I'm here to give you the cold, hard truth about you and your old process and give you the best tools to help you create a new process that works. Choose to follow the proven advice or not, just like a doctor's or parent's advice, and you're going to either improve or not. So how do you even get started with a career coach? I'm so happy you asked. Well, first, what I recommend is that you have to realize that you can't do your career on your own. That means you're committed to ignoring the whole Google and LinkedIn piecemeal trail of typing in whatever advice you're looking for that day, credible or not. Second, I want you to reach out to others you know have gotten great results because of working with a coach and get a referral. If you don't know anyone who's used a career coach, I advise connecting with leaders in the industry or the role that you want and asking them for who they would recommend to help you get to that next level. Guys, most senior level leaders haven't gotten to where they are without at least one coach in the course of their career, okay? And third, if you don't want to do any of those things, fine, but go on LinkedIn and type in career coach, do your research on them, get on a free call and see who you connect with. It's not only about their experience and success with others, but it's about who you resonate with and who you feel will challenge you in the way that you need to be challenged. For example, I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, okay? But I still want you to get the help you need. So I always refer you to someone else and or follow up with you to ensure that you did get the help that you need. That's important. So how do you know that it's time to work with a career coach? Well, first, your job anger and your frustration is leaking into other areas of your life. Perhaps you're bored at work or you're frustrated with your job, and this irritability has started to affect how you perform the job, and your relationships have started to take a hit as well. You do something about it, but the thought of leaving a miserable job only to take another miserable job, it scares you. Most of the clients, y'all, I work with say that their dissatisfaction at work was one thing, but when it started to affect every other area in their life, they knew it was really time to seek outside guidance and support. I'd say the second that you start to feel frustrated, stop, look for a coach, get help. You may be thinking, well, I probably just need a therapist or counselor. No, the difference between a therapist and a coach is a therapist will focus on looking into the past to heal, where a coach focuses on the future. We want to better future outcomes for you, okay? 2, you lack a clear vision and have no idea what you want to be when you grow up. That's okay. You don't know what you don't know, what's out there for you. Guys, I get it. It was scary for me when I had that feeling of uncertainty years ago and I hired my first coach. I had a general idea of what I thought I wanted, but I wasn't clear on the specific details, nor did I know how to put them into action once I did. Thanks to my coach years ago, I was able to discover my calling and now able to serve you. You might be feeling like your entire world needs to change, and perhaps it does. It also may be something that is so minuscule. Typically, I find that most people are only just a few millimeters off track from the right career fit for them. 3, your patterns don't support your goals. This is a big one. You're clear about where you want to be, but you continue to make those self-destructive decisions that keep you tied to your habits. Bad habits, by the way, too. This comes from commitment, okay, or lack thereof, if you're being honest with yourself, right, in making your dreams an actual reality. Your vision may feel so grand that it becomes paralyzing, and you need help taking those small steps forward. And that could look like staying in the same field instead of going into one you know you should. I've had so many clients who come to me and they're stressed and they're overwhelmed. Guys, what you need to realize is that overwhelm is usually a pattern or a coping mechanism to protect yourself. So that's why I start with personality and mindset, because in the words of John Assaraf, when you're interested, you do what's convenient. When you're committed, you do whatever it takes. And that feeling of overwhelm or lack of commitment may be a result of your fear of success, your fear of failure, or the unknown. All of those fears require mindset shifts that most people can do, but they need support. As a career coach, my job is to help people clear blocks and reach those levels of commitment that they need. 4, you're job hopping constantly. Getting the job hunt itch is often, an obvious sign that you need help. When you build the inability to maintain employment in a certain position every 8 to 12 months, you got to seek out help. Okay, perhaps this is a pattern of you losing a job due to poor work ethic or performance, or this pattern is a byproduct of constant dissatisfaction in the roles you do land. Whatever the case, this process of applying for new jobs, moving positions, and ultimately leaving is starting to take a toll on you emotionally, physically, professionally. And if this continues, it will start to be a red flag to hiring teams who view it as a sign of commitment phobia, okay? Basically, you're leaving when things get tough. A career coach is going to be able to nail that, okay? They're going to figure out that the root cause of that, and they're going to help you create a career that fits your short and long-term needs. And the last reason you need a career coach is number 5. A lot of you have this, you get interviews, but you aren't landing the offers. You may have it all mapped out with a solid plan, and that's great. But why can't you land those jobs that you interview for? Because no one teaches you how to communicate in a job interview. It's not something we learn in school, which is why I so heavily focus on, once again, personality styles, how to communicate with other personalities, and then how to close the deal. Guys and gals, hope isn't a strategy. So get a plan in motion to land the job you love, which should involve a career coach. You're worth it. Get out there, step into the power so you can love the career you're in. Don't waste any more time saying no to your dreams. Guys, coaches want the best for you. Most of them are not in it for the money. We come from a place where we were years ago. For example, when I was in the workforce, there weren't so-called career coaches. We had to figure a lot of it out on our own. So take advantage of the career coaching opportunities out there. The investment you will pay is dividends for your relationships and career and life. So if you want to learn more about what a career coach actually does, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more amazing videos helping you conquer that next step in your career.